This week, we're going to look at one of the nicest homes in all of Avenir. Today, I am in one of the hottest areas of Palm Beach. I'm in the upper end of their collection here. This neighborhood has transformed itself over the years. This is one of the first neighborhoods within Avenir. Avenir, when all is said and done, is going to be a total of almost 4,000 homes, and it's divided up into several different communities. This is one of the smallest. These models are right behind me there. We're going to go into one of those models later. Stick around. We're going to look at one of the most popular model that we have here. This is a high-end community. You're looking at, compared to the other communities, some of these homes are literally twice the price of the other communities here in Avenir. So let's just check out the story we have to tell here at Coral Isles of Avenir. My name is Ray Fernandez. I'm with Living in Palm Beach, Florida, powered by eXp Luxury Homes. Welcome. So I'm here in the most popular model here at Coral Isles with Laurel of Coral Isles, of Kenko, the builder here. That's who does all the homes here in Coral Isles. We chose this house, like I said, this is the most popular. It is, remind me how big it is, Laurel?
This is the Cozumel, and this is over 3,900 square feet. It's 3 bedrooms plus a den, study, office, 3.5 bathrooms, 3-car split garage, all on one floor.
Awesome. So we're gonna walk the model a little bit to show you the elegance that this model portrays. It's not the smallest, it's not the biggest, it's in the middle, but it's actually still pretty big for everything that Avenir offers.
Plus, we just added the Cozumel 4. So and we have people that come in that say, wow, this home is just perfect if it only had one more bedroom and bathroom. So I can explain later, but in the back of the home, we're adding a bedroom and bathroom, which kicks this up from 3,920 square feet to over 4,300 square feet, all on one floor, 3-car garage, and 4 bedrooms plus a study. So That's good square footage. That's a good size home, all on 1/4-acre lots here in Coral Isles. It has over 107 lots.
Right, 107 homes. And you guys have been around a couple of years. You're getting close to the end. Well, more or less how many homes you can buy to be built, right?
Yes, we can. So we still have lots, really good lots. We have lots in every location available. We saved some of our best for last. So get in while the getting is good. And we're about 3/4 sold out. So we still have quite a bit of empty lots that they could build, and it's a 15-month process. I know that you had asked.
Yep.
And we also have about 8 spec homes right now that are up and out of the ground at various stages for people. Maybe they don't have the full 15 months. They need something maybe in this spring or summer or maybe next fall. And we do have one ready spec home right now, which is a 2-story version of this Cozumel, the Cozumel Grande, which is over 5,800 square feet.
Wow. I've always been, now tell me your thoughts on this.
Yes.
I've told people this, and I feel it's often the case where when you're buying a quick delivery home, you can get some of your best deals. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime a builder has standing inventory, there's a little bit more motivation to have somebody take ownership from the builder.
Good. Well, let's get started looking around. As we go through the house, we'll talk about some of the things that Kenko and Avenir does, but not just that. I want to start with these pocket doors.
Oh, yeah.
These pocket doors, this is one of my favorite features of the home. Well, let's go check it out.
Absolutely.
So as we talk about quick delivery homes here at Coral Isles, here's my list. I have a list of quick delivery homes. Just to give you an example, there is a Dominica for sale at $2,800,000. And it's going to be available in probably, in about 5 months' time. So what they generally do is I have a way of telling if they're quoting the home with the land or without the lot. There's a couple of ways, but the homes I have here are all in, and that 2.8 million price is with the land and with everything, that all the upgrades that are featured with quick delivery homes. In general, when you are looking at a quick delivery home, they're putting upgrades in the house. They're like sort of planning what they think that you're like based upon people previously purchased. In general, they're also pricing whether it's more advantage to be on a lake. People love being on a lake. In general, lake lots are more money. When it comes to buying a home here in Coral Isles or any new construction community here in South Florida.
It just opens up the home and brings the outside in and the inside out. So these are just the sliding pocket doors. And then it becomes a 0 corner edge right here.
Wow. Look at this backyard, guys. This is like paradise on steroids. The backyard, what kind of stone is that?
This is a tile. Actually, what we did,
Really?
Notice this is a 24 by 48 polished tile. And they did about a 16 by 32, roughly, of the same tile out here, only it's not the high polish, so it's a little bit safer on the feet.
Gotcha.
Opening into this wood style look of depth. And also another thing, we are going to be getting ready to put this model on the market. So you can buy the furnished, decorated model down to your lounge chairs already in and the chopsticks on the table.
Wow.
The furnished model will come with everything. They can buy it complete. They can purchase it and close on it now and then turn around and lease it back to the builder. And they get a nice interest rate every year.
Very nice.
16 months. And that's when they could take possession.
If you're buying a home to be built, here, does the builder allow you to build a pool?
Yes.
All right, great.
Yes, absolutely. We've got some really nice designs. We have a couple of different cool designers that we work with. So they can pretty much create any type of a pool design that really works for them and their personal needs and wants.
Very good. And the size of I know every lot is a little bit different size-wise.
Right.
Can you elaborate a little bit as how big? You said about 1/4 acre.
Yes. So these are all 80 by 140 on average. And then, it depends on the shape of the lot. It could be a little bit irregular and a little bit oversized. However, what we found is that a majority of the lots inside Avenir, and for the most part, South Florida, we're running out of land. So the builders have to maximize as much space as they can. So here in Avenir, you've got 50-foot wide lots, 62, 65, up to about 75, 77. We've got 80 feet minimum wide for the architect to do something really, really special. It's very difficult in a master plan gated community to get 5 bedrooms all on one floor to the 3-car garage. That's wide, and that doesn't go front back.
Very good.
That's what we offer here in Coral Ives.
Awesome. Of the lots you have available, Laurel, how many are on the water? It's more money to be on the water, right?
Correct. So our lot premiums have a nice range to them, but you can be anywhere on the privacy wall, which is so beautiful. This spec that I mentioned that we have, that Cosmo Grande, that one is on a double wall lot on the corner, and it is so super private. It's oversized. It's much deeper than this, and they put so much gorgeous landscaping in there. They can add some landscape lighting and really have like the park setting in their backyard. We also have lots in the bath of the Circle Bath there that are on the, it's almost like a preserve. It's just a 25-foot deep buffer of mature landscaping. So it's nice and private and you have no backdoor neighbors. Again, a great opportunity for nice, lush landscaping. And then they have a few lots remaining on the water. So you can see how nicely our water lots are here. Nice and peaceful and tranquil. And they've got the little spray, the little fountains that are lit up at night.
Very nice. Let's go check out the rest of the house.
Sounds great.
So if you go to their website, to the Coral Isles website, you'll only see the price of the actual home itself, the base price of the model itself. It doesn't include the lots. I have the price of the lots right here. They manage the release of their lots very well. In fact, they have held some of the best lots right now to here at the last, let's say, 25% of the community. Here's their map. It tells me which home is a spec home or a quick delivery home. It tells me which is a to-be-built home. They have lots right now. Now, this changes all the time. By the time you see this video, it's possible, it's quite likely actually that it's changed. But today, they have lots priced at $40,000. They have prices of lots priced at $600,000. If you want help and guidance as to what is the best lot and why in terms of profitability and resale, reach out. We can help you with that. All right, speaking of land lots, I want to show you this one. This is one that they've been saving for a while. It's literally right next door. That's where the models are, right there. This is one of the nicest lots, and they've been saving. They put these Calusa hedges up to make it a little bit more private. But they've been saving this lot for quite a while. If you want guidance on which are the best lots, we'd love to be an advocate to help you get that, to get good pricing, get a good deal on prices on the lots. By the way, I get this question all the time. Is there room to negotiate? It depends on the builder. It depends on the time of year. It depends on a lot of things. But we know where all the incentives are in all of Avenir. So if you want to get a good deal on perhaps a lot like this, we can help you. Living in Palm Beach, we speak to every builder here, not just in Avenir, but all around South Florida. We've got great relationships, and we are literally their first call when there are deals to be had here in all of South Florida.
And you can see just how deep this covered lanai is. It is so wonderful for outdoor.
I always tell people, Laurel, that if you could screen this in, and this literally will be like another room in the house, right?
That's a good point. And if you look that straight ahead there, they did just that. That's a duplicate of this model, and they did the phantom screens. Most of our buyers are doing that.
When you say phantom screens, what does that mean?
Phantom screens meaning on a remote control.
It means electrical remote control.
Comes down. So
very nice.
Not always screened. If you want it screened, like you just said, it kind of gives you a little bit more of a defile room with the screen down. If you don't want the screen down at that point,
right
in the pool, then you can just raise it up with the remote control.
You have a beautiful outdoor kitchen here. Do you find that buyers when they're buying the house, are they building this with you, or are they doing it after?
They're doing it after.
Okay.
There's so many outdoor kitchens now that they come prefab, and they are absolutely beautiful. So somebody can either have their own designed after closing, or they can buy one of those nice, beautiful ones that come with all kinds of different styles. They come in fars and really nice details.
Right, nice.
They do them afterwards.
I can't believe this is tile. That's beautiful. It looks elegant. So should I close this? And it's not even that hard to do this, guys.
And they are all impact glass. That's another nice feature. Everything in the home was impact glass. And very big windows. See how bright these homes are?
Yeah.
Very big windows.
Yeah, I would say one of the features, couple of factors I find that buyers like when they come into a new construction community, couple things they look for. They look for the height of the ceiling. Those height of the ceilings here are how high?
These are 12 foot high.
12 foot high. And you can tell it opens up the area. The other thing I find that is very important to most buyers is the openness. And I can't think of a more open area. We'll go back there in a minute, but this is gorgeous in that regard. And last but not least,
Just so much living space here.
yeah, the last but not least is also the amount of light that's in here. So you walk in and you can see the sliders, guys. Look at the sliders. They go from pretty much from floor to ceiling.
These are 10-foot sliders.
Wow.
Typical builders will include the 8-foot sliders and maybe a transom glass above, but these are all 10-foot sliders. So it just really allows so much more natural light in.
Very nice.
We include the coffer ceiling. We include so many hi-hats.
If you include the coffer ceiling, how high are you talking? That's almost over 13 feet. That's incredible. 18 years ago, my family and I relocated to this beautiful part of the world we called sunny South Florida, and we haven't looked back. Today, we truly find an honor to help people perhaps like you do the exact same thing. So if you're thinking about relocating to this area, and if you have questions and you want advice from people who've actually done this before, well, there's a couple of ways to get a hold of us. Down below is our email address. That's one great way. Also on the screen, you see our phone number. You can either call or text that number. But literally, two of the best ways is in the description and in the comment section. There's a link. Click on that link. What that'll do is have some time for us to speak, either through a phone call, through a Zoom, whatever way you feel most comfortable. In any case, we have your back when it comes to relocating here to anywhere in Florida. All right, let's take a look what we have over here. So this is, you have the kitchen. We'll come back to the kitchen in a second.
This floor plan, as you see it, this was a designer built in right here of what the designer wanted and envisioned for this area. However, the way the plan actually comes, it's all one open area, which opens up lots of opportunities for the way that your lifestyle would be. For instance, some people would use this as a formal dining room back here.
Oh, right.
Privatize it with either.
I never thought about that. I could see that.
Yeah. So this would be a great formal dining room, or it could be an informal area where you have a pool table, some high top pub tables, and then you can have the dinette table, or you can build in a bar. So there's so much you can do with this area.
I mean, go creative.
Exactly.
And what kind of flooring did you say this is here?
This is a high polished porcelain tile. It's 24 by 48, and this type of a tile is included.
This is standard.
Correct.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
With Kenko, we don't like to use the word standard. We'd like to use included finishes because it really is so well above standard.
Okay.
Of what we include.
Very good.
42-inch upper cabinets. We include the upper tier stacked. We include tile like you see on the backsplash all the way up. Same quartz that you see on the countertop on this island is all included.
Wow.
Size of the island is included.
That's the one thing that strikes me. When I walked in, the first thing I noticed when I walked in was the size of this island. It's big, but it's not overwhelming all at the same time.
Exactly. People love this island. There's so much they can do with it.
And I want to remind you guys too, this is a natural gas community. If you are a cook, I get a lot of people that ask about that. They won't even consider a non-natural gas community. This is something special. So going back to the features, and one of the things I have to say is that when you're working with a higher end builder, like while you talked about what's standard and what's not, most of what you can expect in the included price is going to be significantly higher than their competitors. That's one of the benefits to working on the higher end when it comes to working with a builder. So down this way is the Coral Isles Sales Center. If you walk into that sales center on your own, you're absolutely crazy. We highly recommend independent representation, not just here at Coral Isles, but working with any new construction community. Independent representation means that we need to be there on your first visit. That's how this builder works. That's how lots of these builders work. So we have to help introduce you to the builder. We'll be there throughout the whole process, from introduction through closing. We add a ton of value, cost out of your pocket to have us there on your first visit to help you along the way is zero out of your pocket. It's the builder that pays us, and they're absolutely happy to do it. You can even ask them. Every week I get calls from people that say, hey, Ray, I saw your video on this community, that community, and I want to see if you could help me. At that point, it's too late. In order for us to help you, we need to be there on the first visit. We will be there. We will help guide you when it comes to what are the other resales like in this community. This community, as an example, does have resales, and we'll help you. The new home consultant at the builder is just looking to sell you new homes. If there's an existing home for sale, we'll help tell you about that. They won't. If there are other communities in Avenir that might be better, not better, but better suited for you, such as Apex, such as Regency, such as resales in La Thierry, just as a few examples, we're going to help guide you on that. At the end of the day, we want to make you happy. You are our why when it comes to living in Palm Beach, Florida. We'll help you from contract to inspection to closing. Use us as a resource when it comes to buying a new construction home here in Florida. So I know what you guys are thinking. How much is this house? Well, in general, if you're in Coral Isles, as a guideline, you should figure you're going to be spending about $2 to $3 million. It is higher than some of the other Avenir communities, but you know, it's you're buying into what Coral Isles brings, what Kenko the builder brings, and you're literally one of the first communities when you come in and entering Avenir.
Correct. And the Kenko name is synonymous with the luxury brand. They've been building in the Palm Beach County very high-end luxury market for over 30 years. So Kenko is synonymous with luxury.
Very good. Let's go see the rest of this place.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, good. Ceilings are so high, you can stack your food to the ceiling.
And
Yep.
you have a formal foyer entry, which just really defines a home. It just makes such an impression when people walk in.
So one of the things I like to tell people, because I know I'm in the model, I see there, I know there are a lot of upgrades in this, and that's true. All the models, any builder, they're going to have a lot of upgrades. But here's one of the cheats that I've learned is if you're looking at this entrance, if you look at the tray ceiling, the coffer ceiling, you get that. That's this. If you see that, you get that. You don't get what's inside it, but you do get that. So you can pretty much use this as a canvas for what you're hoping to do.
And that's the exact word I use. I say that we build you a blank canvas, and then all it takes is your own interior designing to just finish it off.
Very good.
Yes.
Awesome. So let's go see what else we have to hear.
So you've got a really beautiful size master suite. And
These doors, I know one thing I noticed right away is the doors are really high.
yes, 8-foot doors, they're solid core. And this is another feature I like to point out. The polished chrome hardware. If you can step over here, you'll see unpainted polished chrome hinges. Most builders will paint over the hinges.
I never knew that. I never noticed it, I should say.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep.
Interesting.
It's just all in the details of what Kenko does in their homes. And this gorgeous bathroom, we include so much of what you see. For instance, the oversized mirrors that are framed. So we frame them to match whichever bath and vanity cabinet you select. This wall of glass
I love that.
is just gorgeous, isn't it?
It is.
You get a linear floor drain, which just really adds to the elegance. And the oversized shower that you have. You've got the built-in shower seat, the elongated shampoo and soap niche. That's all included.
Yeah, it goes from floor to ceiling. No skimping here.
Correct. Tile all the way to the ceiling.
How frequent are people asking for a bathtub these days?
You know, I get both. And what I do say to address that is take the tub. To me, it's real estate suicide if you say leave the tub out for resaleability, but take the tub. You can always put things in it, even put some gorgeous silk plants or something in here, but take the tub. It's a focal point of the bathroom. And also in here, you can see it doesn't take up from it.
Well, it's a big room, so it's not taking away and using a lot of space percentage-wise.
And in this one, you have 3 vanities. You've got the dry vanity here for the dressing area, and then you have the 2 separate vanities.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
And these are our faucets that we include. Very beautiful. These are 8-inch spreads. The undermount rectangular sinks. We include quartz or granite on the countertops. We have all kinds of hardware that we include as well.
Very nice.
And loads of hi-hats. Notice that there are no strip.
Yeah, that's right. So the amount of hi-hats that are in here today, in this room today, is that what you can expect when you're buying the house?
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
Because guys, so lots of times when I go into builders, you'll go into the model and they'll have a lot of hi-hats, but you'll find later that that's not standard. Here, I don't know how many are in here, but there are a lot. This is what you can expect if you buy a home here in Coral Isles of Avenir. Okay, as we take a break from the house, we'll be back there in a minute. I wanted to show you some of the other things that you need to know if you're thinking about buying in this situation. I'm at the entrance to Avenir. This is Avenir Drive. This is the western fountain with the tower. They have one over there too. You can probably see in the background. Down that way is the town center. She's going to be talking about how close they are. It's one of the attractions to being in Coral Isles versus the other communities, the proximity to the town center. It's literally right down there. I can see, I don't know well you can see that, but there is a Publix sign right down there. The Publix is already being erected. Hopefully that'll be finished for good real soon. They have lots of things. I have a list of some of the stores that are going in there or restaurants and so forth. reach out to me if you want to know more about that. But this is the story of Avenir is a strong one. We have several different communities. Coral Isles and Watermark mark the most southern entrance of the community. Watermark is a Toll Brothers community that's completely sold out now. Was a lower price point. In general, lower price points will sell faster. They have these same towers over by there. That's Coconut Boulevard. Coconut Boulevard is going to be a dividing line in Avenir between east and west. And which clubhouse do you use? That's going to be an important point. If you want to know more about some of the amenities that both these clubhouses have, reach out to our team. More on what you can expect here if you move to Avenir. This is going to be sort of a self-sufficient city, but not just that. When you go up Coconut Boulevard, eventually there are plans for it to go straight through to Beeline Highway, which will take you it'll make a lot faster of a trip, shorter distance to downtown Palm Beach Gardens, which is loaded with stuff. The nicest mall perhaps in Florida, the Gardens Mall. You have downtown at the Gardens. You have a PGA National there. In years past, they've done the Honda Classic, great golf courses. Here, the golf here is insane. Down this way is Sandhill Crane. By some accounts, it is the nicest public golf course in all of the whole area. Also, they're building up in Panther National, the nicest community in terms of prices for sure, about $13 million. In Avenir there's a Jack Nicklaus course. It's called Panther National, and they have custom built private homes starting at about $5 million, going all the way up to you name it. I'm told the average is about 13 right now, but within there is a membership community. If you're a golfer, this is paradise.
And then coming into the bedroom portion, you have two really good-sized walk-in closets. We do leave them empty because most people like to design them after the fact, the way it works for their personal needs.
Yeah. I always tell people too that, if get them wired, because you're going to do them yourself anyway.
Right.
And it's cheaper. You're not adding. It also saves you on property taxes, because if you add enough more and more money to your cost basis, you're going to be taxed on that from now until the end of time.
True.
So I found if there are certain things I think you could do after that, you should.
Look at the size of this room and how much furniture is in here. And there's still so much space. This is a big king-size bed and king-size nightstands next to it, a little sitting area, the big bright window, coffer ceiling. So there's just so much space in this master.
Now, you were saying about it's an opportunity to buy a house and lease back.
Correct.
That's the models.
Yes.
Wow.
If you like sitting here at the edge of your bed, you can put on your shoes or your stockings or whatever. Everything here would be included. So you would buy the home as you see it and close on it now, and then you lease it back to the builder till about March or April of 2026.
2026. So you're looking at about a year and a half or so.
A year and a few months.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
I have seen other communities do this, and that's a very successful strategy. People love buying the models, right? It's turnkey.
Yes, exactly right. And all they have to do is just bring their clothes.
Right. Gotcha.
And it's a nice investment.
Is that true for all the models you have here, or is it just it's for all three of them? So remind us, Laura, which models do you have on site?
We have the Antigua, which is 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3-way split plan, all on one floor. That one is a little over 3,200 square feet in size.
Which, guys, 3,200, I know people, that's still pretty big.
It is.
In general, I find the homes here are a little bit larger.
Yes.
This is not like a 55 plus community. The biggest one is like 6,000 square feet.
Correct.
Right. So, and go on. What are the other two models that you showed?
1,000 square feet would be our Dominica with a new second floor. So it's called the Dominica Grande.
Oh, nice.
So while we're in the Cozumel, we've got the Cozumel. We have the Cozumel 4, which is adding. So now you have 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and a study. And then we've got the Cozumel Grande, which is over 5,800 square feet. So there's 3 variations of this floor plan. If somebody loves it, but it just needs another room or another couple rooms, then you've got the Dominica model next door on the other side, which is 5,300 square feet as a model. And that is a 2-story master down, a guest suite down, and a club room down. So all of our 2 stories here are master down.
Okay, very good. I find that to be as you guys know, we speak to a lot of people pretty much every week looking to relocate down here. They either ask for a ranch because they want the 1-story, knowing that sometime down the years they're going to be a little bit older and stairs might be an issue, or they want the master down.
Right.
Those are 2 very much asked for attributes people are looking for today in a home.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's do it.
And we continue.
Yep. So I want to be very specific about something that was pointed out today. Here, when with Laurel, I was speaking in the Cozumel, which is their most popular model. They are selling those model homes for sale. Now we have been hired by many builders in the past to help sell the models. We'll put them on MLS, and we've had lots of experience when it comes to buying model homes. Generally speaking, when you're buying a model home like that, they come furnished, and they come furnished with all the upgrades. Lots of those upgrades that you see in that home are not features that you can get even in the design center in many cases. Those are high-end features that they hire a designing firm to come in to dress up the home. When you buy the model, they come with it. The prices of those homes, generally speaking, are going to be higher. Prices have not been released yet, but as we mentioned in the while we were in that Cozumel model, Laurel and I, they were saying that the way they're doing it, and I've seen this done a few places, is what they'll do is you buy the model and they're going to rent it from you for several months until you actually take delivery and you will close on the home. Let me correct that. You will close on the home, but in order for you to move into the house, they do what they call a lease buyback program. Reach out to my team. It's a little bit more complicated than the typical transaction, but you can get some really good deals on some brilliant prices, on some brilliant homes. I want to give you an idea what it means too. So back over here, I'm going to show you in a second, is where the models are, and they back up to one of the nicest lakes here in all of Coral Isles. Let's take a look. So that's the lake that the models will be on. I find that a lot of the homes around this lake are generally speaking very high priced. And as I mentioned, there are resales still in here. If you want to know what is for sale right now, we can help you out.
And again, coming out this big open space here, the great room, kitchen, club room area, and the dining area.
What is that countertop? I should have asked before. What is this countertop made of?
This is quartz.
That's quartz.
And this is one of our included quartz.
Very nice.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
So they could take the quartz all the way around and do a full backsplash at no additional cost. They could do 2-tone cabinets with us at no additional cost. People like to do that. They like to do the island in a color and maybe match it and coordinate it with the island, the refrigerator panel here. So you can match those if you'd like, or just do all of the lower cabinets in one color and the upper in another. So we are I call us an a la carte builder, because this way you can get what you want, how you want it, without
very good
prepackaged designs.
Right. Not a custom builder, but a lot of personalizations can be added.
Exactly right. Yes. Then you've got this fabulous office over here, and as you can see, the designer set it up.
I love it.
This 2 people, so you can easily do your.
I like that. That's really nice. Yeah.
I love what they did.
It's great to collaborate as a team. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
Exactly. And many more people are working from home these days, so at least this way they got this. If you get a little tired, you want to take a little relaxation time, you have your TV, your sofa, and you can even put in a sleeper sofa here too.
Yep.
Again, big, high ceilings, high windows.
That's beautiful. As you guys know, I've said this over and often. Since 2020, since COVID, everyone's moved. Not everyone, but a lot of people moving to Florida, and most people are looking for a room like this because a lot of jobs are now remote. This is like the perfect space to have just someone who works at home. This is an ideal space in which to live in.
Yes. Then we have a 2-part garage here, and look at this incredible laundry room. I know that's almost like an oxymoron, about just laundry room. Yeah. But all of these 42-inch upper cabinets and the lower cabinets, which is what it comes with, quartz on the countertop, the built-in sink with the pull-out faucet, the front load washer and dryer do come with the storage pedestals. We just did not put them in this model. And then look at the storage closet.
Oh, geez.
Is that one?
That's huge.
You can never get enough storage.
Yeah, I know that I have this problem in my house. I have a pretty big house, maybe even bigger than this, but my room is not, my laundry room is nothing like this. This is what we need. I find that the builders make some great adjustments. That's your utility closet.
Yeah, you know,
that's your utility
units.
The builders make good adjustments as the years go by and as
For sure. And then finally, you've got 2-bedroom en suites over here.
Beautiful.
So they're very good sized bedrooms. Look how much furniture is in here. And again, so much space left over. They each come with a walk-in closet and they each come with their own bath.
Yeah.
And beautiful detailing. Beautiful.
So what strikes me, I often get people who are very critical of the size of the secondary bedrooms. They wouldn't be critical of this one because this is very generous. It's an ensuite, nice size closet, as you can see. So this is, if you're looking to buy a home, in a community like this, it's nice to know that your secondary bedrooms are at least of this size.
Exactly. And that's in all of our floor plans too.
I want to know one of the other benefits of living here in Avenir. It's 5,000 acres in total. It's 4,000 homes built approximately when all is said and done. Half of the community, half of Avenir is homes that are built residential, spoken for communities. The other half is nature preserve. And I think that's important. It's going to keep this neighborhood pristine. And the other factor about that is in those preserves are walking trails. So you have miles and miles of walking trails. If you like to go on hikes and you're a walker, a jogger, you just love nature, this is a community I would definitely consider.
And you've got your 1-car garage over here. So let's say you have an out-of-town guest that stays with you for an extended period of time. They can come in their own entrance here.
Oh, wow.
And they've got their bedroom, their bath, and their car right off here.
So you have one car garage here and then a double on the other side.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly. And then your last bedroom here, again, really nice, spacious, with great size furniture. So you can see how large the room actually is with room to spare. And this would be your shower. So you had your tub bath and now you have your shower bath.
Very nice, Laurel.
We believe so. And that's why you bring people here, right? Because you believe so too.
That's right. Avenir is our #1 community this year, and I'm sure it'll be next year as well. There's a lot going on here. I will say this. You're still getting in on the ground floor when it comes to Avenir. If you look at places in other parts of Palm Beach County, like Wellington, like Boynton Beach, like Boca Raton, like Delray, they still don't know where Avenir is. But when they do, I promise you this, the prices will be higher.
Exactly. This is just, it's getting onto the radar.
Yep. So Laura, what can you tell me about what's going on in the community? There's been a lot of talk about, a lot of anticipation about the upcoming town center. Give us an idea, what can we expect? If they buy a home in Coral Isles or in Avenir, what are they going to have over there?
Well, the nice thing about this location is that we are very close to the new town center, which is going to have a state-of-the-art Publix, which is the mezzanine style with the second floor and the eating area. Phenomenal layout. It's a really big Publix, so that's soon to come. And then all kinds of shopping and dining. It's going to be like a main street where you can walk around. There'll be music, there'll be entertainment, there'll be all kinds of shops and dining. You'll have nail salons, hair salons, restaurants, breakfast, lunch, dinner, nightlife. You can go over and have happy hour. You can go out for the evening. And it's a golf cart friendly community.
I was about to just ask that. You read my mind. I was about to load you up with that. Is this a golf cart friendly community?
It is, and it's got a dedicated golf cart path on one side of the road and a pedestrian golf cart on the other, and bike lanes in the middle. So people can hop on a golf cart and go right over to the town center. Also, there's going to be a charter school. They'll have separate golf cart parking for that too. So anyone that does come in with children, it's going to be a Somerset Academy. They can take them to and from by golf cart. There's also going to be a 20-acre farm. So this will be great for residents to go and get all their own fresh produce. They don't have to pop into Publix if they don't want to for that. There's also going to be dog parks, a hospital, a full-service hospital, which is Jupiter Medical Center, partnering with the University of Florida Health System. That's going to be a regular micro hospital with also separate emergency room beds, but they'll have about 29 total beds, I believe, or regular beds. There's going to be, they have now an addition, so I think there's 3 medical office buildings. It was going to be 2, now it's going to be 3 medical office buildings. So you'll have everything you need here, even a boutique hotel.
So they're going to make this area so you don't want to leave Avenir,
Correct.
number one. But I'll say this, and something else I think that's important is one of the main roads that goes north to south here is Coconut Boulevard. They just recently opened it up to go straight onto North Lake, which is one of the main roads in Palm Beach Gardens going east-west. They're going to open up Coconut Boulevard to go up to Beeline Highway, which will make it a lot easier to get to all our favorite things in downtown Gardens, isn't it?
Exactly right. That will take you. You can go up to PGA Boulevard and even Indiantown Road and take it up to Jupiter.
Very good.
So,
because this community has been around for a little bit of a while, they're further along in their process when it comes to HOA and so forth. Let me go right to the HOA right now. It's going to be, when they quote the HOA here, they actually take into account the CDD. I'll talk to you more about the CDD later. The HOA is $650 a month here. That includes the CDD, that includes the price of the HOA and all that. All right, Laura, this is great. This is a beautiful home. And as you mentioned, this is only one of many beautiful homes. If someone were to come into town and they want to see the homes and they fall in love with it, what is your process when it comes to buying a home here in Coral Isles?
That's a great question. So first, they can reserve a home site of their choice. That gives them about a week to do their own due diligence as far as we can get some ballpark pricing for them. We can show them how the home is going to set on the lot. If they want to switch floor plans, maybe they decide to go from 1 2-story to another, or 1 single story and add a room. So it gives them that time without any pressure. And that's a $10,000 fully refundable deposit. That's applied at the end if they decide to go to contract within a week. And then we do a 20% total deposit and then 100% of their options. And we go bye-bye and we'll see you at the closing.
15 months later, you own a beautiful home in Coral Isles.
Keys.
There you
Right,
go.
exactly.
Well, thank you, Laurel. It's been a pleasure looking at this beautiful home here that you have here in Coral Isles. Thank you.
Thank you for visiting.
You're welcome. We know Avenir very well. I've sold in literally every single neighborhood in this community. I know the differences between the different communities. I know when to look for the incentives. We are a new home co-broker, and we are part of EXP Luxury Homes. I have access to, when we list these homes, the builders actually list their homes with us oftentimes on MLS. And when we do it, we advertise in the Wall Street Journal, in Barron's, and Mansions Global, and all the high-end magazines, periodicals, whatever you want to call them. But there's lots of reasons why people use us. We sell more homes in Avenir pretty much than anybody else. So I want to go over some of the numbers. The clubhouse on the eastern part of Avenir, which is what Coral Isles uses, is different than the western part, which a couple of the other communities are using currently. La Ambiance, a cultural community, is out there. You have also Apex, a GL Homes community out there. They have their own clubhouse. It also makes a difference in the CDD. There's a difference in math. We can help you with that math. We quoted earlier $650 a month. That was with the CDD. The homes on the western part of Avenir do not have that extra CDD because the clubhouse was not funded by public debt like the first one was. It's a little bit complicated, but we have a handle on this thing, and you should as well. If you don't know what a CDD is and you're buying new construction in South Florida, you really need to call us because it's an important point. You don't want to find out about these things after you close, because that would be a mistake. Palm Beach Gardens, Avenir, paradise here in South Florida.